like this. What's up, guys? I'm the first person skater Brian, and it's been a while, years, since I sat down and talked to a camera, but I have an occasion, and today's occasion is that this stuff is gonna change. So these shoes will be retired. As you can see, the sole right here, it's pretty much through. Are my footprint insoles. They are pretty through as well, but they have one more shoe life left, I would say. What I feel is that my right heel is pretty worn out, but it's not too bad, and this overall just feels better. I hope my new shoes will be well, they will definitely be more protective and more comfortable. I can highly recommend footprint insoles. I never want to skate without them anymore. They can make a mediocre shoe or a bad sole actually bearable. Primo doesn't really hurt. It just feels weird. It's very highly recommended. Now for this board, as you can see, it started to chip here, and it started to chip the same spot on the tail, because that's I do my varial flips and my big flips in a very funny way, which is I don't do them as like pop shove it, but I put my foot back there, and then I use my toes to do this, and also initiate the kickflip rotation with my toes. So they started to chip away in these spots. Once that started happening, I was ordering the deck, my new deck, which you will see in a minute. Another thing that I will change out is my bushings. I've had these independent trucks now forever, and here are the new bushings. And I will show you in a second, but these bushings are they're busted. Also, there are some bearings that I need to swap out. I don't know which ones that they are, but some bearings need some swapping, and luckily I always have some spare bearings, due to the fact that I have a bunch of bearings, and then I just swap them out and put them in an extra case where they will sit there until I don't have any more spare bearings, and then I clean and lubricate the ones that I have, and then I can just re-swap it. In my videos I don't like to talk that much, or in my skateboarding videos I don't like to talk that much, so I decided to do it in a setting like this, where I just set up my board and just talk to the camera like I'm doing right now. And this is then going to be my talking format, I guess. And my front truck came off. No, my back truck. I have this thing on my trucks where I wrote on my back truck bad. I don't know why, I just thought it was funny. And I also write riser/shock pads, which are at this point almost melted onto the truck. It's just, I like the little bit of dampening it gives, because I mostly ride on bad ground, and that just helps. Through the life of this deck I will just not use rails, and then on the next deck I can decide if I miss them enough to use them, or if I just, well, don't need them anymore, because it's money that I can save on stuff. So, and especially now that I'm skating super frequently again, due to the job that I have now, which allows me to skate if the weather plays with it. I can skate 5 times a week, which can be very exhausting sometimes, but then I think to myself, I have Saturday and Sunday to recover, then that's my routine at this point. Also, these wheels, they are worn out on one side, the other side is a little bit bigger. We all know that they wear off inconsistently, where it's slightly tilted towards the outside edge. However, I just put them inside out and then ride them again if they are symmetrical ones. But what I felt was, due to the fact that the little ledge curb height thing that I do tricks on one of my local parks has the ledge has a round edge and not an like corner edge. I tend to not lock in as good as I would like to, but still it's not like major. That's the deck, the old deck. This is now retired. Jeff Grosso Pro model Jalopy skateboard. Yeah, for my new setup I have this very awesome DGK Griptape with 80s and 90s Japanese cars, and the deck, it's gonna be a Plan B deck right here, 9-inch, and just like my Jeff Grosso deck, it's 9-inch. And one thing that slightly bothered me, or still bothers me, and I hope it hasn't, it's not a sign of bad quality, but the lower ply, like it feels very rough. It doesn't feel like sanded down properly on both sides, and some other plies in between, they also don't feel like very like sanded down properly, and I just really hope that doesn't or isn't any foretelling of the longevity of this deck. Now I really need to be careful with this Griptape and this deck, because the Griptape is 9-inch wide and so is the deck. Little to no room to mess up. Oh yeah, that's good. That looks good. Also, it has perforated holes, so you don't need to worry about air bubbles in there. But I'm still gonna do the other thing. You'll make sure that it grips properly. Oh, this looks so cool. Okay. I just needed to double check if I put it on correctly and not like upside down. And there you can see it's very like, I didn't have a lot of wiggle room to mess up, so it's a one and done thing. Come on, where's the hole? Trust me, I'm not that bad in the bedroom. And this one isn't long enough. That's also a sentence I never say in the bedroom. Alright. I think it looks really cool. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Basic black Griptape is the most boring thing that you can do. You are standing on top of your board, and I don't get why not many people have something on there, because you are looking at it all the time. Every time you do a trick you have reference points and stuff like that. And these graphics, I feel like it's just a waste of canvas if you don't have anything on your Griptape. I mean, sure, board graphics are cool too, but it gets messed up. You're willing to mess it up, you want to mess it up, and you don't really look at it unless you are taking a break or for a split second when you do like a flip trick. Also, the reason why this truck needs replacement is, look at the upper bushing. It's basically exploded. And sometimes it's funny, because sometimes I get like a real good pinch in the manual and I can hold the manual forever, but it just gets worse and worse here, so it definitely needs some replacement. And yeah, the back truck, no, the front truck also starts to bust open. And I'm pretty sure that the first few sessions, the first week on this new setup with the new bushings, new shoes and deck will feel extremely weird. I don't know if I just like tighten it up as much as the old ones, or if I like keep it a little looser and then just figuring it out on the skate park. I don't know. Yeah, I've changed the bushings. They look like new trucks now. And since I don't like skate street spots, they also last, because the skate park ledges are not as tearing on trucks. And speaking of which, street spots, to me the best street spots were parking lots, always been. Especially if there are no other people around. Yeah, I don't like being around a lot of people. That's also probably because the reason why I like bad skate parks. Just a me thing. This bushing is like smashed in there. It's not coming out. Anyways, this is the setup that I'm now riding. Plan B 9-inch board, DGK Griptape with old school 80s, 90s Japanese cars, independent trucks, new bushings, mini logo wheels, they are the bowl shape, and the mix of Spitfire Classics and Bones Rats and riser pads / shock pads. I don't know which brand. They are on the fringe of dissolving at this point. Anyways, yeah. Leave a comment. Let's have a chat. Let's get to know each other. Let's be friends. And see you in my next skate club next week, hopefully. Bye.